Cool. So yeah, basically, I've come across this tool called Oribi, which apparently is like a kind of like a gazelle. Let's Google it. No, not Oribi.io. That's where I'm going. It's basically an analytics tool that has genuinely stunned me with not only how easy it is, but also there it is. That's like an Oribi. It's a type of antelope. With just how insightful and easy it is, and the more I use it, the more power I'm finding with it. The best thing is at the moment it's free. I've been chatting to Asi, or AC, who is the founder for Oribi, and there's some very, very cool things we can do with it. Now, usually we install Google Analytics. We have things like Hotjar, Sumo, all these kind of different bits and pieces. And I wanted to show you guys what I'm using. And it's this new tool, like I said, called Oribi. It's at oribi.io. And yeah, I kind of want to show you how we do it. Basically, so this is the screen that you're presented with on the site. When you first install it, it takes about 7 days. And what it does is it goes through all of your pages on your website or any website and looks for things like links, buttons, pages, landing pages, conversion pages, all this kind of stuff. And it basically creates these things called events. Really basically, what I can do is, this is for sell your service, by the way, this is what I'm doing with it. I can say, okay, well, I want to look at this one here, right? So it says, click on get access. Now I know where that button is. So I can say, but it also will tell me where that button is. Now on this one in particular, it's a lead magnet. So this is where people can get access to a particular lead magnet. So I click fantastic. Yeah, I want to measure that. So I can add that to top events, and I'll say, okay, this is a lead magnet opt-in. Now it finds this. I haven't added this. This just finds it automatically. Click next. I'm not concerned about any other events at the moment. Actually, I wonder if there's the other. Download the plan, join us, no problem. Yeah, see, there's other little events and stuff. I don't think I've got any here that I want to combine it with. Because, for example, you might have like multiple buttons for the same event. You might be trying to like test stuff and conversion optimize stuff, and that's fine. For this one, I don't. So I click done. And that will then add that event. And what it will do is it will measure all the different people and events and tracking that go through that particular event and any other buttons that I've created. The insight page to me is incredibly useful. I can basically show me 3 of my most active users, where they're from, where they've come from, see their session, so I can take a look at who they are individually. Now, obviously they're anonymous, which is fine, but it does give me, I've actually got an idea of who these people are. I can look at trends. Now, all of these buttons up here are all really, really useful. But I can look at trends and say the total number of visitors to my site is down by 79 this week. Here's what's really interesting. What has caused this trend is where I can go in and look, and it will say fewer visits from Facebook and fewer visits from direct traffic. Now, again, this is not anything that Google Analytics can't do, but this is something that I think it's the insight side that we really struggle with. What caused this decrease? The previous period I had 67 unique visits, and this time I only got 23. Direct traffic was 188, and this time 157. So that's down 66, that's down 19%. If we look at lead magnet downloads, for example, there's only two clicks there. So this must be a new button that I've asked for. But you can measure absolutely anything that you want. You can measure any part of it that you want to take a look at. And for me, if I can also look at channels here, this is another super interesting part. Again, Google Analytics does this, but this is the easiest I've seen. Is it'll also tell me like when I get new links, like new links from people. Let's click last 30 days and just watch that load for a second as it pulls all the data together. Now, what I like about this is that as you add events to it, it will show you the measurements from those previous events. So it's not like it'll only start measuring them from when you've added them. So for example, direct, I got all visits for 541. Now this event here, it says 100 in 30 days, thank you. That is a thank you page for a particular lead magnet. And I now know that 47 people have visited that site. So 47 people have signed up from that from visiting direct. 32 have visited from Google, 12 have visited, so signed up. Someone here has clicked join my game plan, and someone here has clicked join sign up, which I think is great. Someone here has clicked to buy a $19 email series, and I can see all across these channels. Now if I click conversion rate, I can see that direct has got planning a funnel webinar sign up at 77%. Someone coming from Google to my planning a funnel webinar converts at 100%. Okay, so anyone searching for that, chances are they're searching for something quite specific. 15% of people who come from Google are likely to buy a lead magnet for my Splinter product for $19. 10% sign up to a lead magnet download. 2% interestingly will go for a lead magnet download opt-in. Now, again, I'm calling these specific things. I want to be more specific about what it is that I'm actually looking at. And what I can do is I can remove these and play around with the reporting options. For example, ClickFunnels here. 7.7% of people who visit from the ClickFunnels podcast that I was on will convert into a Join Us button. 25% who come from Discuss will click on the Join Us button. This is obviously Outlook.com is obviously one of my email signatures. There's things from YouTube, there's all sorts of stuff. So to me, this is just a really, really fascinating look at the conversion rates and stuff, and it's much easier for me to visualize stuff like this. Breakdowns is also a really cool piece of kit, because I can go like this one here, clicks buy for $19 email series. So we have a $19 email series. It's the Splinter product that we've got. In the past 30 days, I've had 17 unique clicks. Now, here's where that's not true. It's actually higher than that. The reason why it's measuring 17 is because I've only chosen the button that says click here to buy. We also have add to cart and yes, I want the emails, like 3 different types. So I can add those to the same event, those 3 different buttons, and add them to the same event, and it would show it. Now it looks here at 13% conversion rate. So 13% of people who see that button will buy, which again is and we can then look at 33% more clicks than the previous period. Now, if I was going to install this on my customer's website, I would be able to see massive, massive levels of insight on their site, super, super easy. I can see here that 1 person is converted from GoDaddy, sorry. 9 people have converted from Facebook, from direct, 2 people from Facebook, 5 people from Google. I can see that the highest conversion rate is actually from Facebook, for example. Now, it's literally a piece of JavaScript that we've installed on the site and it's telling me all of this. There's a 14% conversion on mobile, which is good because that means the highest is on mobile, which is kind of what I want. 0% on tablet, but I don't think I've had any views on tablet. Pages and so I can even see here where the conversions are. Most people will convert from the thank you page, again, understandably. The sales page has a higher conversion rate, but I have fewer people visiting it. I mean, this is just like, this kind of insight is almost impossible to get at an easier in an easier way. Let's look at access this pricing worksheet. This is a very specific lead magnet. I don't even know if I've had anyone download this. Okay, so 24 people in the last 30 days, 36% conversion rate. So access the pricing worksheet. I want to see what pages it's on. How much shall I charge for a marketing funnel? Yeah, so this is one of my launch funnels, right? So this is one of my launch funnels, and I can just see here, access this pricing worksheet, which is just here. I can see that 24 people have clicked it, which is a 36% conversion rate. Now, again, some of these are a bit off because of the way that the analytics have been set up. That's me. That's not Oribi. I'm still trying to work out some of this stuff. 100% conversion rate from anyone coming from blurb.com. 42% from anyone visiting it direct. 31% from anyone visiting from Facebook. That's interesting. And again, like I can look at the conversion rates of the page. Now I know that this is the only button is only available on this particular conversion rate. So this is Oribi, right? This is Oribi, just a very, very cool piece of kit. And the last piece I want to look at is the key figures, which is to me is like this kind of overall breakdown report that I absolutely love. Here we go. So these are game plan, click sign. Let's look at something interesting. Planning a funnel webinar live sign up. Okay. It's had 100% more clicks in the past 30 days. See why. And I can also see who clicked. Now, of course, it's, what do you call it? Anonymous, but it's useful enough as it is. Let's wait for this to load. This event started tracking on September the 28th. Please note that some data was missing. Okay, that's fine. 60 unique clicks, more clicks from direct traffic. That's simple enough. And I should be able to see here who's been. So yeah, red, new, orange zebra initially arrived at reddit.com. So that's interesting. So I can see where people have initially arrived from. Here's what initially arrived from Facebook. Last seen 19 hours ago from Norway, Helsinki. Yeah, very, very, very cool piece of kit. Oribi, for those who don't know it, go ahead and check it out. It's oribi.io. It's free. I'll even put the link in the comments for this video here. Yeah, basically it allows you to measure some really, really cool conversions, and the more you use it, the more accurate it becomes. So yeah, cool. If anyone's got any questions, of course, let me know in the comments. Cheers, guys. Bye.